You know what's real messed up about our society is that the same systems and social structures that are meant to support and validate and try to heal traumatized people are also co-opted by narcissists to validate their nonsense and give them more power. We have to be very aware of this and try to watch for it but also don't, shut out traumatized people from getting help. And it seems like we swing from one extreme to the other, but we never seem to quite find the balance of what is a narcissist versus a traumatized person telling you that, crying for help. And I think a lot of it is, traumatized people tend to invalidate their own experiences, or they will say something like, well, I don't want harm to come on the person that traumatized me. On occasion, they'll get to that point where they blow up. So this isn't a reliable marker, but it's one of them. I notice in myself that I always end up saying, oh, well, it's not that I want those people to come to harm. There have been moments where I got to the point where I was so pissed and I was so frustrated about the amount of suffering I've gone through in my life that I was like, you know what, these people, and I would go on a rant like that and get pretty violent and angry in my thoughts about it. But for the most part, it's like I'll blame myself for being traumatized by them. And I feel like that's a pretty good marker of a traumatized person. A narcissist is using that as currency. They're saying, oh, this person wronged me. And if you talk to the person also that's being blamed for the wrongdoing, like 99.9% of the time, I think what you'll find is this person goes, really? They said that? Like, look at my face. Do you think that actually happened? Because most of the time when a narcissist is a victim of something, they made it up. So that's a good marker too. But you have to have good discernment, and I guess a lot of people don't practice that. So practice discernment and you'll be able to pick out narcissists a lot more easily. Also, there's this thing, I'm always looking people in the eyes nowadays because I got to check them out. I got to do threat scanning. I got to determine if they're a bad person or not right off the bat, or if I want to talk to them or whatever, and I'd rather just pierce right into their brain with my eyes than try to it's like automatic too. It's not something I'm like trying to do, but it seems like, subconsciously that's what I'm doing. But you'll find there's a certain look in the eye that a narcissist always has, and it's very like analytical and ooh.